when it comes to like them drug kingpins and niggas like that, it's something romantic about that type shit. Like, some of y'all might not know you could use romantic in different ways, nigga, but I'm telling you, you can. It's something romantic about those type of figures, right? Because, yo,
it's like exuberating, like, oh shit, like they idolize.
Yeah, it been like that forever. Cause that's why motherfuckers fuck with Robin Hood. Because everybody everywhere, even niggas in America, right? We don't feel like we got a dictator or no crazy shit, but it be like niggas be complaining, whether it's taxes, whether niggas not doing this, whatever the case may be. I'd surrender to if 20 SWAT cars with 100 certified goons roll through. Yo, no, yeah, definitely. I told you. When I surrendered, look, bro, when I surrendered, I didn't just surrender. I told everybody in the house to lay down. I looked out the window. I said, whoopsie, it's over. Yo, everybody lay down ahead of time.
Still through the smoke bombs.
I tell niggas all the time, when you think you don't got a human brain, you got a human brain. Look, yo, you know that shit that'll make you stop your car and get out because you like, what the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. That is how you get arrested if you do real serious shit. If they think you got any kind of propensity to lean to violence, using a gun or killing or anything like that, that's how it work. Your human mind gonna tell you that when you see it, definitely. But think about why would them niggas, that's like, why would they even come to America? Whatever, like, because I'm trying, in my mind, I'm not going full conspiracy theory with the shit, bro. But what I'm saying is, did Elon Musk call him? Because I'm not going unless it's Elon Musk.
Yo.
Like, I'm not, like, if I'm one of them, I trust, I'm like, you know what? Did Joe Rogan, like, yo, I promise we gonna do some shit in the cut? It's motherfuckers that, I mean, but how the fuck did this happen?
Like, who got them? What was the setup? Because I don't believe it was El Chapo. Like, the fuck?
They trying to say El Chapo lined them up?
That's what they said. Yeah.
Nah, they shitting on Chapo.
Chapo said they surrendered. Like, as in, like, oh, I agree that we all gonna surrender.
Go Eyewitness News.
Get his father's major domo, a ruthless cartel boss twice his age, onto an unsecured airplane and over the border into the United States. Tonight, and hanging since last week, how does El Chapo's 38-year-old son get his father's major domo, a ruthless cartel boss twice his age, onto an unsecured airplane and over the border into the United States? Tonight, an answer from a Mexican attorney who says he's long represented El Chapo. He says it was sweet surrender by both the son and the top aide, claiming there was a negotiated turn-in after 4 years of talks with the U.S. government.
No, they ain't say
This is the proof.
Okay.
There is no agreement between Joaquin Guzman
He said that.
and the government.
Oh, El Chapo said that the reason they came was to turn themselves in so he could come home? Yo.
No, not for the come home, for them to surrender. It was a 4-year agreement with El Chapo.
That they would surrender.
Surrender.
Alright, want me to tell you why El Chapo did that? Hold on. YouTube, what prison is El Chapo in? They just telling me about his arrest. What jail? I asked YouTube. I asked YouTube. I gotta ask Google. I gotta ask Google. Google, what jail is El Chapo in? Alright. He in Florence.
That's Florida?
Nah. That shit like in Colorado or some wild shit. Yeah, it's in Colorado, right? He might be in solitary confinement. tell niggas something, right? I've been in state prison. YouTube, show me Florence prison stuff. YouTube, show me Florence Federal Prison. Florence Federal Prison. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna type that shit in. That shit probably like the Voldemort. That shit probably, Black Goddess, what up? That shit probably like the Voldemort. Some of y'all don't even know who Voldemort is. He who shall not be named. Shit like the Voldemort of prisons. Telling you, my nigga. Okay, fuck it. This my dude too. That's what I'm saying. Yo, bro, some of these prisons is so crazy, bro. Like, even like, I'm not talking about you feeling like violence or harm is coming to you. I'm talking about like psychologically, bro. Yo, bro, they do shit like you a lot of people probably don't realize how it might feel if the lights gotta be on consistently. Like if they got you somewhere where the lights gotta be on, bro, where they're like, okay, like somebody told them that they can have a dim light, like where you can't, where when niggas sleep with towels around, they like, yo, towel. You gonna get tired of a nigga waking you up at 5, 6 in the morning to talk about stand up in front of
the online community specifically for business and tech entrepreneurs. Get a 2-week trial for just $1 by visiting Trapped Anywhere Else. A threat to prisoners from escaping or causing a disruption. In other words, it's hell on earth. But this place isn't the invention of an author's imagination. It's very real. The USB Florence AdMax, located near Florence, Colorado, is the United States' federal government's supermax prison, where they keep inmates who are too violent, too dangerous, or too much of a threat to national security to be kept anywhere else. And it is also one of the country's most controversial prisons. While some claim it makes everyone safer, including the prisoners, others have called it a clean version of hell and in violation of the U.S. Constitution's 8th...
Alright, look. Now, say for instance that both parties is being not telling the truth a little bit. If it's half of hell on earth, and I've been to prison, I got wild good stories, nigga. There was times I was having fun, there was times I was doing high and drunk. When I catch him in the yard, I'ma stab him in his eye. And just like, I done beat niggas up over shit I'm embarrassed to tell y'all I probably done beat niggas up about. I beat a nigga up one time because he ain't cleaned the bathroom in the mess hall. But let me tell you something. Depending on how isolated you be, I told, man, everybody know this if you from New York anyway. Niggas in Southport is throwing doodle and spitting doodle on each other. Yes. Don't get shit twisted, boy. They got some shit they can do to the human mind. Niggas just think they different till you get there, nigga. They all got grandmothers. Nigga, your grandmother, somebody like, what if they had you on camera spitting doodle on a nigga and showed your grandmother?
Amendment barring cruel and unusual punishments. But why was this
why he's saying anything, basically
monolith built? How does it work? And who exactly is sent there? In the latter half of the 20th century, officials in the Federal Bureau of Prisons found themselves
having a little beat like that.
How do you punish criminals who have already been sentenced to life imprisonment and who commit murder while in prison? In the past, the solution would have been to execute them, but capital punishment has been on the wane in the United States for years. For instance, only 3 people were executed by the US federal government between 1963 and 2020. The problem is, prisoners serving life sentences are among the most dangerous, often with a history of violence. The permanent lockdown at Marion was a good start, but what the BOP really needed was a purpose-built facility where the Supermax concept
I think that started when a CO got stabbed and killed there. By some
after his retirement in 1987.
Some like Aryan Brotherhood dudes or something.
Clinton administration's plan.
That's when they opened that up. Like they gotta have spots. They gotta have like
to build a dedicated Supermax facility.
See, that's another thing about like prisons, bro. Like, so some people seem to think like, yeah, it's prisons that get lit, but in some of the most lit prisons that we talking about, bro, maybe 3 or 4 people get killed a year, if that, right? Because you like that's how deep it is, right? Like, and niggas often do get away with those and bust their ass to get away with shit, right? Because in the East, out here in the world, nigga, you be living in the city, nigga, 600 niggas might get killed out here. Yeah, the ratio's different, but when we talk about 3 or 4 for some of these populations, say a prison got 2,500 people in there. You start to add they shit up, man, like, you ain't gonna get 100 bodies in 10 years.
No, you can't compare to what's going out in society.
No way. Even if you compare it by the same numbers, it ain't gonna go right. It's still gonna be cities out here that's way more dangerous. It's gonna be a bunch of places. So, like, the real nasty shit about prisons, the real part that, like, the dudes that, so when dudes be like, yo, I ain't going back, bro, it is what it is, right? And dudes be want to do crazy shit, I guarantee you it's a lot of that shit they think about. Because you be hearing these things about, yo, this nigga did this much time in solitary confinement. Yo, bro, think a nigga had been in this county jail, city jail for a year or 2. Nigga got 15 years. For a year or 2, you gonna do not the whole 15, but say you doing 12 or 13 of that. Now we down to 10 years. It's like another process you go to before you really get to your actual jail. Say you've been locked up for at least 3 years before you get to your actual jail. Now a nigga is telling you that he did 6 years in solitary confinement. This might leave 3 or 4 years open for him to be in population.
To be with people. Oh.
Bro, niggas don't, yo, bro, first of all, if you about anything in jail, you be going to the box because you gotta be around, this is a certain way you go, you gonna hit the box. Just off sometimes how the CO might try to treat you. Like, what, nigga? What up, Hug? So this jail that El Chapo was in, that's the reason why he want out. This nigga mind broke. They done broke El Chapo mind, nigga. Yeah, no. Yo, being in jail for life is definitely deep, Magic, but nigga, I'm trying to tell, for your human mind, jail could become fun once you settle down with the life shit. New York is a special place. They cheating. Because if you got a chick that's willing to marry you, and you could behave yourself for a little while, you can get trailer visits. You get conjugal visits, nigga.
Can't wait to Saturday for my conjugal visit.
And we got a topic tonight, New York versus Atlanta. Kind of dual topic, New York versus the world. Too much going on out here. But let me tell you, ain't no prison system where you gonna hear the best stories like New York State. Stories? You know New York niggas will lie their ass off and embellish. Oh my God, my nigga. Once a nigga got the years in, the way niggas talk about catching their bodies is different. Niggas be like,
boom.
Yeah, so his homie, so like one of his homies is standing right here, right? So his other homie standing right here, right? He like directly in front of me. Dead ass. Bro, I have been thinking about this shit since I was little, my nigga. They ain't even know I was strapped. I had the trench coat. Popped it open, had a Mossberg in one hand right here, had the Nina in one hand right here, blew his head off. Just popped him in the knee because I want to talk to him. This nigga trying to run. I hit him with both. Boom. This nigga crawling away, holding his knee like, nah, son, I got kids and all that. Walked up to that nigga like, fuck is you playing with me for? Boom. Ain't nobody want to snitch on me. My man baby mom thought I had that nigga out there cheating. Bitch turned me in for the shit, man. Bitch turned me in for that little bit of bread, man. Yeah, you know they was offering like $1 million. Nigga, they ain't never offered $1 million for nigga killing a nigga in the hood. If they got 15,000, but you let a nigga have that, like, like nigga turned them in for $1 million, huh? This is all day in New York if you want that, like.
Still in the hood, huh?
And then you got the niggas who really like got history. You could look up on YouTube and shit, and even they adding a little bit of extra shit on their shit.
Nigga,
yeah, you got my nigga. You know how New York got mad different like nationalities? You got all the nationalities there acting in the same way. The same way they be on the streets, same way they be in jail. Shit is crazy, my nigga. Basketball tournament. Football tournaments. Poker. Don't be getting no pussy with that. New York ain't stupid. Because depending on which niggas is in the jail, my nigga, you ain't never seen big homies come to truces like when two niggas is getting trailer visits. They should then there give niggas awards for some of that shit. Chapo in deep isolation can't even make a Susie. Yo, if he can't make a... But they be, yo, bro, when niggas start to really want to fuck with you, I'm telling you, you know what else? I told y'all about the loaf before. Boy, they'll feed you shit. My nigga, they got like a truck. They know how many nutrients or calories or whatever the fuck. And they got some shit they feed you. And my nigga, that shit tastes like... I'm never gonna say I'd rather eat doodle, but this why El Chapo like, yeah, I made them turn themselves in. Y'all said y'all got me, right? That ain't really happened neither. That nigga losing his mind in there.
He need Mexico to do extradition real quick.
I wasn't rich, close to being rich, half as lit as him. I told you niggas. In my mind, I was thinking to myself like, nigga, I ain't know I was going to do all that time till like 2 weeks before I came home. In my mind, I'm like, it's going to be a new governor. I said that before. It's going to be a whole new governor. Change the law. They going to fuck around, mix some paperwork up. It's going to be a fire. In my mind, I thought tornadoes would ravage New York somehow and then mix it up. Oh, who the fuck was supposed to go home today? Me? I ain't know. Imagine what he think when he look in the mirror. And I had a date.
Yeah, because my cousin got 55 years, and every time I spoke to him, he was like, yeah, I'm coming home soon. I'm like, nigga, no, you're not.
Every one of them say that.
Your grandfather when he's home, nigga. Probably your great-grand. Who the fuck knows?
They be looking in the mirror like, am I, with that shit Cat Williams had said when he was like, am I really a tiger? The tiger was like, it's not a fool. Like, nigga thinking, am I really me?
This ain't me. It's somebody else.
And those the niggas they should actually be letting out. Niggas understand what's there. So that's why some of the niggas that don't know what's there, and I'm going to tell you what it be. To see that's why the niggas that you talk to on the phone the most, them niggas is the niggas that's not. Nigga might be, like, nigga not doing too much. The niggas that you don't talk to on the phone as much, the niggas that don't really got no rap for you because they kind of can't, they in a box, them niggas will tell you what it could turn to. And for some niggas who think they high heads and they just gonna be, oh, you gonna be in the box, nigga. Nigga. New York do a little bit better too, because they give you a bunkie. Now y'all niggas can play scalesies, but ain't nobody coming out of there unless they go to medical or visit. Like, y'all niggas together 24, y'all niggas gonna fight. It's gonna be some fights. Two fucking men can't live in a certain space with each other and you ain't getting out for too long, bro. It's gonna be fights over something, bro. So if you the kind of nigga that ain't interested in having those kind of activities, you will see. Every time I came out the box, I say to niggas like, yo, I ain't going back to the box. I think I'm going to lose my mind. Because when I was in there, especially if you in mediums, those the worst boxes. Because when they put you in a little box, oh, that's all just you. And they whoop ass. So because the rule is no talking. Yo, my nigga, you'll do some dumb shit like ask, like you'll do some dumb shit like ask the, because you know you got to go to a hearing, like a court hearing. Like, yo, just give me more time. Get me out of here. I just want to bunk you. I don't even care. I'm not even defending myself. You ain't going to believe me anyway. Just get me the fuck out of here.
I did it.
How soon can I sign up for an extra year in that box over there? Nah, my nigga, they got some shit for niggas. And El Chapo feeling it.
Hell yeah. Didn't you think he was doing?
And who work in that jail? Probably, no disrespect to nobody, proud,
Like a
authentic, mountain rednecks. I know rednecks don't mind, and that's not a bad word because some people consider themselves. Like, I'm talking about, like, they might not even be racist. They just proud to be American, El Chapo.
got you. You're destroying our country.
Yo, bro, they not even listening to logic. They blaming El Chapo for the shit that the pharmaceutical companies did.
Exactly. And got away with it.
We don't want to hear anything. One of my aunt's daughters died from a Percocet overdose in Florida. Nigga like, I ain't got nothing to do bugging, bro. They in there blaming him for drinking and driving accidents. You don't want to be El Chapo. Yo, boy.